Kaya natin ito ginagawa dahil nga involved ang kapulisan as your chairman of the Senate Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs. Tanungin ko si Barangay Captain na Ayunan, Bimbo Ayunan, Pasawiran, kung yung presko na yon. Okay. Okay lang mamaya na pag-swearin. Yung nangyari yung presko na yun, before or after nung October 23 shootout? Before ba yan? Before or after na nung shootout ng October 23?
Yata, sir. After.
After na?
Apo.
After, okay. Thank you. Sa atin pong napanood na video at sa ilalim sa liham sa akin ni Mayor Matabalaw, pareho pong nanawagan ng tulong ang dalawang elected officials ng Cotabato City. Nais po natin na mabigyang linaw kung tunay ng may mistulang talamak na kapabayaan at pang-aapi ng kapulisan sa Cotabato City. At kung may mga taong nasa mataas na katungkulan ang kasangkot dito. Hindi po natin kayang ipasawalang bahala ang ganitong mga sumbong at hinaing ng ating mga halal na opisyal. Ang pundasyon ng ating buong kapulisan ay nakatungtong sa kanilang katapatan sa serbisyo sa bayan. We will always dream of an efficient and well-equipped police force with all the advanced crime-fighting weapons technologies can offer. But we will always need honest and principled police officers. Kaya kahit na there are some hesitations and doubts coming from other quarters na itong gagawin nating pagdinig ay magagamit sa political aggrandizement ng ibang quarters, nagkamali po kayo dyan. Hindi po yan mangyayari because as the chairman of this committee, I will make sure that this committee cannot be utilized for anybody's political agenda. Kaya natin ito ginagawa dahil nga involved ang kapulisan as your chairman of the Senate Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, ay talagang problema natin yan kung pabayaan natin ang kapulisan kung may totoo man yung aligasyon na may ginagawang mga milagro sa pagkandak na investigation. If there's anybody who stands to benefit from this Senate inquiry in aid of legislation, it is not going to be the camp of Mayor Bruce Matabalaw, neither the camp of Barangay Captain Bimbo Ayunan Pasawiran, but it is going to be the people of Cotabato City or the Cotabateños. Once the truth is established and the proper corrective measures can be instituted moving forward. So, ang pakiusap ko lang dito sa lahat ng ating mga resource person is please cooperate by telling the truth and nothing but the truth. So help us sa Allah. Yun ang pakiusap ko sa ating mga resource person dito. Magsabi kayo ng totoo.
On October 23, 2023 at about 9:30 p.m., a shooting incident happened in Barangay Rosary Heights 12, Cotabato City. Accordingly, during the investigation, sir, the victims went to the said place of incident to post campaign materials in connection with the BSK 2023. And accordingly, sir, the victims were fired upon by the suspects. Responding policemen from Cotabato City were able to arrest the 12 suspects and confiscated the pieces of evidence. Please click victims. Paki-click. Yeah. These are the names, sir, of the victims or of the shooting incident. Three were killed. As shown, one was a candidate for Barangay Kagawa, the Rosary Heights 12, in the person of Mr. Butukan. And also, candidate for Barangay Kagawad, Barangay Kalanganan 2 in Cotabato City, Mr. Alfar Ayunan Pasawiran. And 3 were wounded, sir, during that shooting incident, as shown.
Yung tatlong wounded dyan, kasama talaga yan sa grupo nung namatay o kwan lang yan sila, yung nadamay lang yan doon sa putukan, tinamaan?
Kasama, sir, doon sa
Kasama
grupo
talaga?
na pumunta, sir.
Buong
Kasama.
grupo yan sila, yung
Yes, sir.
tatlong buhay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Next, please. Next. Pakiclick yung 12 suspects. These are the names of the 12 suspects wherein the police was able to file murder cases and multiple frustrated murder cases, and also violation of or illegal possession of firearms, as well as violation of the COMELEC Resolution 10198 or the COMELEC gun ban. All these 12 suspects, sir, were subjected to paraffin test. Please click paraffin test. And according to the results, sir, of the paraffin test, all the arrested suspects yielded negative results, sir, on the paraffin test conducted.
So, yan nga ang nireklamo nung barangay kapitan. Bakit
Yes,
daw
sir.
negative?
Sir, this will explain further, sir, by our forensic expert from the provincial forensic.
Isang bisis lang yung kinunan.
Yes, sir.
O hindi totoo yung sabi na positive sa umaga, negative sa hapon.
No, sir.
Hindi.
Only one was sir.
One-
Taken only one scenario.
Paraffin test lang.
One setting. Yes, sir.
So, negative talaga.
Yes, sir. Negative. Based on the result of the examination, sir,
Okay.
with our forensic expert.
Thank you.
Next. Back. And also, sir, the confiscation of pieces of evidence. Please click. When the policemen, sir, responded to the crime scene, they were able to seize caliber 45 pistol with the serial number as shown. Pakiclick yung 45 pistol.
So, doon na-aresto itong 12, doon sa crime scene mismo.
Yes, sir.
Hindi nag-alisan.
No, sir.
Doon lang.
Doon,
Kasi
sir,
mga bahay nila yun
yes,
doon.
sir. Mga may compound yun, sir.
Compound.
At maraming bahay, sir.
So, pinuntahan nyo, inaresto ninyo
Yes, sir.
based on the testimonies ng buhay na mga biktima or sinong mga witness nyo?
Yes, sir. We have witnesses, sir. Of course, sir, yung mga witnesses po dito, sir, yung mga buhay na mga victims.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
Back. Accordingly, sir, during the verification with our RCSU, yung Regional Civil Security Unit, this caliber 45 pistol did not register in the database of the PNP as a registered firearm.
Loose firearms.
Yes, sir. This is considered as
Lahat yan.
Not, sir, because this caliber 9mm pistol is issued to our policeman, Master Sergeant Pamalapat, sir.
Anong 9mm yan? Yung
9mm Beretta pistol, sir.
sa kanya yon.
Sa kanya, sir, yon. Issued firearm when this was verified, sir, in our record.
Tapos, yung long, kanino yung long?
Yes, sir. These long firearms belong to, is and registered. He has the ALTAP and firearms registration, sir, under Salman Sambutuan, sir.
Salman.
Salman Sambutuan. Sambutuan.
May LTAP ha?
Yes, sir, with LTAP and firearms registration.
Nasaan yung Salman? Kasama yung sa 12?
He was not included, sir, during the arrest. He was not arrested, and he was not part of the 12 persons that were arrested during the time.
But you have filed cases against him?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
So, paano yan ngayon? Baril niya involved sa krimen.
But during, sir, the ballistic examination conducted by the forensic unit, all these 3 firearms did not match on the fired cartridge cases that were collected by our forensic unit, sir.
5 lang na cartridge cases ang napulot mo?
More than fired cartridge cases. But what I'm telling, sir, lahat po, sir, itong 3 baril na ito nung nagkaroon sir ng cross-matching in ballistic examination, hindi po sir nag-match itong mga baril na ito doon sa mga fired cartridge cases na na-recover doon sa scene.
So wala talaga.
Hindi sir yes
So
sir.
ibang baril ang ginamit sa pamamaril.
Possibly sir. Yes sir.
Hindi nagamit yung mga baril na yan doon.
Yes sir. Pakiclick yung ballistic
How
examination.
about yung mga bullet heads na na-recover sa katawan ng mga bangkay o kaya doon sa crime scene, may na-recover kayo?
Sir, we have five bullets recovered and that will be explained sir by our forensic unit.
Sige nga. Ano?
Sir, good morning.
Morning.
With the fired bullets, sir, 1 caliber 45, fired from one firearm, and caliber 40. 1, 2.
So what happened to the cross-matching?
It did not match, sir.
Doon sa mga firearms na yun?
Yes, Your Honor. And 9mm, 2, fired from one firearm.
Fired from one firearm?
Yes, Your Honor.
What firearm?
9mm, Your Honor.
Yung issue sa police?
No, Your Honor.
Kaninong
No.
nanimim yan?
Hindi namin ma-determine, Your Honor, kasi hindi siya nag-match doon sa sinubmit and doon sa nakuha doon sa crime scene.
So paano mo na-cross-match? Hindi ko maintindihan. Fired from 9mm, nag-positive siya na nag-cross-match?
No, Your Honor.
Hindi.
That was the recovered 9mm fired bullet. And
Fired
doon
bullet
sa-
na recover?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tapos,
And doon sa baril ng sir, hindi siya nag-match.
hindi nag-match?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sa 9mm na recover sa
Yes,
crime scene?
Yes, Your Honor.
Na baril?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Please continue.
Please back. Pakibalik. Cases and 2 counts of prostrated murder. Before the City Prosecutor Office of Cotabato City, docketed as shown, and that was on last October 2026, sir. The cases were inquested before the City Prosecutor's Office. And also, sir, violation of Republic Act 10591 or illegal possession of firearm, as well as Resolution 10918 o yung Comelec gun ban, were filed before the Prosecutor's Office in Cotabato City against Boots Saban Tapay, sir. Docketed as shown. But however, sir, the case filed against Boots Tipay for Comelec gun ban violation, sir, was dismissed by the prosecution. Accordingly, because he was arrested inside a house and not in a public place. But sir, yung kanyang illegal possession of firearm was pushed through. Next. Next. And on November 16, the arraignment, sir, was held at the sala of the presiding judge, Kasan Abdul Rahman, by the branch 14 of the Regional Trial Court. But it was done, sir, via Zoom, because there was a commotion happened during its original scheduled date last October 13. Kaya via Zoom na lang, sir. Next. Next, please. And on December 22, 2023, sir, the accused Bansuan, Mamalapat, Boyong, and Master Sergeant Tamalapat posted the necessary bail, sir, for 3 counts of murder and 2 counts of prostrated murder. And subsequently, the Police Station 1 of Cotabato City, they were released temporarily based on the court order issued by the Regional Trial Court after posting the necessary bail bond. Next. Accused Kamad, Pagital, Alay, Ginat, Garcia, Mamalangkat, Bansuan, and Boots Tipay, they posted their bail for the 3 counts of murder and 2 counts of prostrated murder, and subsequently they were released also by the Cotabato City Police Office.
So lahat na ng 12 released on bail?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Continue.
Next. Next, please.
Hindi kayo nagtanong sa judge na, Sir, murder yung pinahal namin, tapos bakit nakapag-bail ito?
Yes, sir. That was also the
Tingin- tinanong.
question, sir, of the PNP.
Anyway, alam naman ng judge yan eh. If there is insufficiency of evidence,
Yes, sir.
kahit na-inquest sila for murder, pag na-determine ng judge na may insufficiency of evidence, pwede niyang i-grant ang pag-post ng bail.
Yes, sir.
Diba?
Yes, sir.
Discretion na yan ng judge.
Yes, sir.
Pero the basic tanong kagad ng ordinaryong tao, murder, bakit nakapag-bail? Diba? Yan ang
Yes, sir.
basic. Pero hindi alam ng ordinaryong tao na due to insufficiency of evidence,
That was, the bill was
Kaya-
granted, sir.
the bail was granted.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
Sir, on January 12, sir, this year, we filed an admin case against Master Sergeant Mamalapat. That was January 12, sir. And the case now, sir, is pending for summary hearing at the Regional Investigation Affairs Service of BAR.
Again, kapag administrative case, dapat mabilis kayong kumilos, ha?
Yes, sir.
Huwag na kayo maghintay sa korte kung anong maging decision ng korte. Dahil criminal case, matagal yan. Dapat tayo, very swift tayo mag-dispose ng administrative case natin. Ilang months na yung kaso ni Mamalapat?
That happened, sir, last October 23.
October, November, December, January,
December.
February. So huwag naman yung so paabutin ng isang taon yan. Diba?
Yes, sir.
Pag admin case, mabilis tayo dapat.
But
Para,
in this particular case, sir, under Section 39, sir, of Republic Act 8551, ito, sir, yung mga cases, because this is a grave in nature, supposed to be, sir, ito yung dapat motu proprio investigation that will be conducted by the RIA.
precisely. Oh. Huwag kayo magpakita ng hesitation dyan pagdating
Yes,
sa
sir.
kaso ng mga tao natin. Tingin ninyo na talagang dapat i-dismiss.
Yes, sir.
Kung kailangan na hindi i-dismiss dahil hindi siya guilty, then i-absolve nyo kaagad. Kung hindi siya guilty. Ang importante, sweep yung administration of justice natin sa PNP, huwag patagal-tagalin.
Opo, sir.
Di ba?
Yes, sir.
Ano lang yun? Kung guilty, guilty. Pag not guilty, not guilty. Basta you stand by your decision. Di ba?
Yes, sir.
At mabilis.
Involvement of the police authorities who purportedly responded to the request of Idris Ayunan Pasawiran for police assistance and the police escorts who were with Bimbo Ayunan Pasawiran and who were in the area of the incident before the shooting. The spot reports made no mention about the actions taken by these policemen before, during, and after the incident. There might also be a need to conduct forensic ballistic examinations of the firearms of these policemen to determine their involvement in the shooting or shootout. It is also humbly argued, Mr. Chair, that there is a need to look into the claims of Barangay Chairman Bimbo Ayunan Pasawiran that he has contacts in all levels of the PNP from whom he obtained the information regarding the purported search warrants against him and his brothers. Assuming such claims are true, then it only shows that there is a serious breach in confidentiality within the PNP Cotabato City which must be addressed. Otherwise, criminals will be forewarned of the service of such warrants. It might be worth considering that limiting the duly sanctioned election activities in the daytime could reduce election-related violence, especially in areas with a bad history of violence. By doing so, persons with criminal intent could not take advantage of the dark to work their crimes. It might also be sensible, Mr. Chair, to look into the statement of Barangay Chairman Bimbo Ayunan Pasawiran regarding being escorted by armed escorts during the election campaign period. As far as I can remember, during the election period, no person is allowed to bear or carry firearms in public places unless authorized in writing by the Commission on Elections. Personally, I am hopeful that the accusations of Barangay Chairman Bimbo Ayunan Pasawiran against the PNP Cotabato City are not true. But considering their implications to the safety, security, peace, and order of the city, I am constrained to raise the matter to the Honorable Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, a forum that would not be suspected of bias and prejudice. I believe that by bringing the matter to this Honorable Committee, The PNP Cotabato City will be given a chance to exonerate itself of any wrongdoing and regain the trust and confidence of the Cotabateños, or at the very least, cleanse its ranks of unworthy personnel. It is also disturbing, Mr. Chair, to know that there was an allegation coming from Chairman Bimbo Ayunan Pasawiran that there is a planned buy-bust operations against them. Kung totoo man ito, saan po nanggagaling yung takot na magkakaroon ng buy-bust at kung kanino nanggagaling yung information? The main purpose of the requested investigation, Mr. Chair, is to shed light on the aforesaid matters. It may also provide useful information in the implementation or re-examination of existing laws and or formulation of new laws relating to the performance of law enforcement agencies, particularly the PNP, of their duties and functions.